Well, you didn't read that title wrong. I really don't have a lot of love for the new 600 class bikes, and it's not just for Honda or anyone in particular, it's for all of them, including Suzuki, Yamaha, and well, I don't know. I haven't really seen the new Kawasaki, so I won't lump them into that category yet, but as far as the new GSXRs, and especially the Yamaha, and especially the Honda, the styling of them just doesn't appeal to me for some reason. I would say the GSXRs never really did to begin with. I was never a big fan of those bikes. I mean, they had a few years that were styled pretty well, but I never liked the front end all that much, and I guess that continues over to their new model as well. But especially the R1, R6, and the CBR, I don't know what Honda did as far as the styling goes, but I just don't, it just doesn't appeal to me for some reason. A lot of people it does, and for those people that do have the newer, brand new CBRs and like them, that's fine, because it's all opinion and personal preference for what you like. But it seems as though they got away from the styling of the previous years, like this particular model, the 07 to 2012. It has a lot more aggressive styling to it. It just looks meaner, and I don't know if they're taken from MotoGP and making the bikes look more like those or what, but they just seem to be toned down for some reason, and I can't quite figure out why they've gone to this more retro, subdued kind of look compared to the more aggressive, sharp line type of styling that we've seen in previous years. Construction, must be summertime in Maine. Dog in a crate, don't see that every day on a bike. Goes back to what I said in another video that I did, where I don't have the GoPro on all the time, so I don't always capture everything that I see while I'm riding, and that was one of those times where I'm glad it was on. Friggin' hate construction so bad. It's like no matter where I ride, you hit it everywhere now. Maybe it's not construction. It could be an accident. Wouldn't surprise me if it was an accident with all the friggin' tourists that are up here now. As soon as Memorial Day hits every year, the state's flooded with everyone that doesn't live here. Called that one, didn't I? Didn't check to see if it was an out-of-state plate. I'll have to go back and look on the video, but I'm going to blame it on tourists anyway. So I want to do a little correction. I'm just leaving the Yamaha dealership, stopped in just to look at bikes because it's always nice to stop and look at bikes. And they had a couple R6s sitting there, the 2016s, and those are really sharp looking bikes. I would definitely scratch those off my list of the 600 class that I don't like. I may have been thinking of perhaps just the R1 that I saw that I didn't really like very much. But the R6 is definitely very nice looking, and as much as I like Honda, they're always going to be my favorite. Super sport bikes, the 600 class will always be my favorite, but when you like something that much, you also have to be able to criticize it, and you can't be a complete fanboy and say it's awesome every year and they never do anything wrong. And it's not that they did something wrong with the styling, I just personally don't like it. And the ones that do have it, that's fine. I'm not trying to shit on their bikes or anything. It's just not my particular taste. But as far as the other bikes go, I don't really not too fond of the GSXRs, and the Honda definitely not, at least for right now. Maybe the styling will change in a little while, but as it is right now, not a big fan.
graphics come on the bike?
Yeah, it's factory.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
It's called the Graffiti Edition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking sweet. What CC?
600.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
It's the only year they made it for that graphics kit.
Oh, did you drop this?
No, it's not mine. Thousand miles right on the nose. I've almost put 1,000 miles on this already.